Hello, what's up, good people? Good to see you once again. All right, today I'm gonna share with you top 5 money market fund companies that you can put your money out there that usually give you the best interest, so that you may be able to invest your money and earn that interest that you've been looking for. All right. So anyway, the reason as to why I've decided to make this video is because I've been getting a lot of DMs and people are telling me, okay, fine, Joseph, you've been talking about money market fund, but anyway, would you kind to share with us some of the best companies that I can put my money that I'm safe and secured, and I know at the end of the year I'll get my money. All right, and of course I get my principal investment as well as my interest back. And guess what? Today is the day. And by the way, before I get to tell you exactly what are these top 5 companies, take 1 second, because I don't want you to miss any good of my future videos. Take 1 second, just down below there on your right, there is a button written subscribe. It is in black, and then on your left there is a like button. Give this video a thumbs up so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new good video in future. All right, so this is the disclaimer. This video is not sponsored by any of those companies. It's just my own research to share with you so that you make that good decisive decision out there. All right, so I'm gonna share these 5 companies, each and them, and tell you what they're giving in terms of interest, because at the end of the day you have to understand exactly how you expect to earn at the end of the year. But perhaps before I share that specific companies, for the sake of that person who doesn't know or understand exactly what's a money market fund, money market fund is a mutual trust whereby you find it's an investment scheme whereby you find different people are pulling up their resources, so that and then they are regulated by what we call a fund manager, who is indeed regulated by the CMA, that is the Capital Market Authority of Kenya. So this fund manager takes the money. I'm just using the simple language, all right? So this fund manager, which in our example is the company, now takes that money, invest that money in a very safest ways. And some of the areas where they invest this money is the FDS, that the fixed deposit. They can invest that money in treasury bills, or they can invest that money in what we call the composite or commercial paper. All right, so anyway, those are the areas where these companies usually invest their money. And before you get yourself into any money market fund, just some of the things that you have to consider first before putting your money out there. You have to understand, for how long has this company been in operation? How long do they give their their returns in time? Do they pay their investors in time? And what do they give in terms of percentage? What are their maintenance fee per year? And also they ask you, or some of the questions that you have to ask and research is how frequent, or how how easy do you withdraw your money? Because you don't want to put your money somewhere that you cannot be able to actually access it when you need it. All right. And the other thing is that how much they pay, or rather how much they charge in terms of when you want to withdraw your money. How much do they charge in terms of that? All those factors, when you put them together in one basket, you have to understand, okay, fine, I've chosen this company. Now, what are the terms? What do they pay in terms of their interest? How frequent do they pay their investments? How long do they pay, and do they pay in time? Where do they invest their money? Because there was something, I won't name the company, but there was some issues with a certain company. It was investing, they were luring people into their layer using a very big percentage, and then the money where they were investing is quite risky. So you'd love to put your money to a company where it is not investing your money into a risky places. Anyway, enough with all those information. Now I know you're waiting. Now, what are these best companies for you to invest and get your best returns as far as the money market fund are concerned? All right, so now I'm gonna start with the lowest one. Is about the ICEA Lion. They usually pay you 8.8%, meaning that if you put your 100k out there, you get yourself 8,800. Of course, if you subtract the the withholding tax up for the government, which is 15%, of course you can do the mathematics. So that's what they give you. And ICEA Lion has been there for quite a while, and I'm pretty sure you know that company, as you've been hearing on actually watching it out there. So it's a company that you can put your money out there and get something at the end of the day. All right, so and of course, before you put your money there, you also to have to get yourself some information about what I've just told you. What do they pay? What are their minimums? Like, what are the minimum amount of money you need to invest in that company? And the other point is that how long have they been in operation? And number two, how frequent can I withdraw my money? All right, and all those factors. How much do they charge when I want to withdraw my money, and such kind of things. All right. Anyway, by the way, some of these companies that I'm sharing with you, some of them, actually all of them, you find like with a minimum of 5,000, you're good to start. All right, and I'm gonna share one with you for that you require only 100 bob for you to get started with that specific money market fund. All right, so we go to number two. Number two here, I'm gonna share with you. It's about the Brita. Brita pays you 8.9% of what you've invested out there. So you put your 100,000 at the end of the day, or rather at the end of the year, you get yourself 8,900. Of course, if you subtract the 15% withholding tax on the interest, then that's the amount of money that you get as your interest. All right. And again, there's something I want you to understand when it comes to money market fund. Personally, I said personally, it's one of the favorite ways on how I invest my money. And one thing that you're supposed to understand with the money market fund is that they have something called the compounding effect of investing your money. What does that mean? Let me just give you just a nutshell of what exactly that means. Number one, you find, like, let's say you put your 100,000 out there, or I'm just giving an example of 100,000. Does not mean that you have to have 100,000. If maybe you have 1,000, all right? Okay, fine. Let's just give an example with the 1,000, all right? So if you put your 1,000 out there, maybe they're giving you like 8.9% in the case of Brita. So you get at the end of the day, or rather at the end of the year, you get your 8,000, is it 8 shillings and 90 cents or something of sort. So you find, like, the next time you get an interest of the compounding, the what you put initially as your 1,000 plus the interest that you got, of course with the subtraction of the withholding tax. Now that total amount of money is what will be subjected to another 8.9%. All right, I bet I've made sense on that. All right, so let's go to the next one. The next one is about CIC, and of course this company, it has been there for quite a while. Personally, I love this company, but that does not mean this where I'm telling you to put your money. I'm just saying I love the company. It gives you 9.2% of what you've invested out there. So that means that if you put your 100k, let me just use 100k for the sake of simple mathematics. If you put your 100k out there, you get your 9,200. If you subtract your 15%, of course the withholding tax. Now what they do is that they take what you invested, which is 100,000, plus this. Say, like, if you minus the 15%, you're remaining like with 8,500. So it's 108,500. Now you get 9.2% of exactly that. That's what I mean, that money market fund has what we call the compounding effect. By the way, you cannot be able to get this deal from the bank. If you put your 100,000 in a bank in a fixed rate at, let's say, 5% or 7%, you get your 7,000 at the end of the year. If you plow back that money, you still get 7% of your initial 100,000 Kenyan shilling that you invested initially. So, money market fund, now that makes it a bit attractive when it comes to investments. All right, that's number 3. Let's go to number 4. It's about Sanlam. Gives you 9.6%. All right, so Sanlam gives you 9.6%. It has been there for quite a long time, and it's one of the best ways how you can actually go ahead and put your money in terms of a money market fund, and you can get your interest. All right, another a company that I did put it at the sideline, but it does not mean it's bad. It's actually good. I made a whole video about it. It's about Zimele. They give you around 9.56% of what you've invested, and actually this is one of the best companies that you can put your money there if you do not have a lot of money, because with as low as 100 bob, you can get started with Zimele money market fund and earn something at the end of the day. And by the way, guess what? This interest is accumulating daily. All right, it's accumulating daily, and it's compounded at the end of the year, so that you get your cash at the end of the day. All right, so the first one but not the least is about the NCBA. They give you 9.8%. I bet this is the biggest company that is giving you the largest percentage, but anyway, I stand corrected. There are some companies maybe out there giving you big percentage, but the question is always be careful when you're putting your money into these companies based on what they're giving in terms of percentage. I said before, you put your money out there, you have to do your nitty-gritties, or you have to do your what we call the due diligence, and understand where are they investing this money, how are they, or what is their reputation, for how long have they been in operation, and actually when I put my money out there, can I withdraw my money like any moment I want, and if then is the case, then after how long do I access my money? So you have to put all those factors together, and again be able to understand where you're putting your money, because I always tell you, put your money where your mouth is, or put your money where your mouth. I always say put your mouth where your money is, or put your money where your mouth is, whichever is easier for you to move, but make sure the two meet at the end of the day. All right, so I've just given you 5, but just 5 of them. That does not mean that they are the only money market fund companies out there. There are many other companies out there, by the way, that you can put your money in terms of investment in money market fund. For me, I chose these 5 because those are the first 5 that I usually find comfortable investing on or with, so that I can be able to make money at the end of the day. All right, so by the way, some people may ask, what are the advantages of actually investing in money market fund? Apart from the percentages that I've been giving you there, that your money multiplies and actually increases, you also get to have what we call the discipline of savings. Say you would like to buy something at at the end of the year. Say maybe you would like to buy a piece of land, and maybe you would like to use that method, or rather you can use that method in terms of your savings. Say maybe you want to buy a plot maybe worth like 500 or 600 or maybe a million, depends on your capacity. So you can use this place whereby as you do your monthly contribution, as much as you're saving, you also have to get to get the interest. So at the end of the year, you not only get what you've been saving in terms of your principal amount, but also you get an added advantage in terms of the interest on top of your money. So it's a thing that you can actually go ahead and use it in terms of, so that you can generate, or you can be able to grow that discipline of saving your cash, so that you can be able to take that cash. Remember one thing, savings is not what makes you money. Saving just helps you to accumulate money, take that money, invest somewhere, then you can grow yourself. That's how you grow to the next level. All right, so anyway, for those who do not know who I am, my name is Joseph. Talk about money, talk about investment, anything related to your cash. That's the area of my profession. All right. So if you would like to get any of my booklet, especially that for money market fund, guess what? I got it ready for you. Has all the information what I've just said. All right. You can get that copy. It's only for 220. And how do you get it? It's very simple. Grab my number from the description of this specific video, text me on WhatsApp, you get your copy, you get the information, and you get started. And if you'd like to invest on other areas like treasury bills or the treasury bonds, if you'd like to invest in areas like conversion of businesses, I have booklets on business plans, business ideas, and what have you, all those areas, even circles, I got them. So you get the same number, text me on WhatsApp, you get your copy, you get started. And that's how we do in this 2023. We said we're gonna do something in this year so that we move to the next level. All right. So anyway, for now, it's a goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if this is a cup of your coffee, and I bet you should be. I mean, seriously, who hates money? All right. So comment down below, tell me what you think, because I'm a believer you got something as well that I can learn from as well. And also tell me, where have you been investing, and is it good? What can you suggest? For now, it's a goodbye. See you in the next one. See ya.